안녕하세요. 쿠키코리아입니다. Have you ever been to a Korean cafe, sat down, and realized no one was coming to take your order? You might even wonder, did I do something wrong? But don't worry, this is totally normal in Korea. But if you don't know what to do, it can feel really awkward. In this video, I'll show you how to order like a local, from going up to the counter to getting your drink with the special device. And you'll learn some fun phrases Koreans actually use. Let's get started. You're watching Bite-Sized Korean Cookie Korea. The cafe door opens and Mr. Cookie walks in. The staff smiles and says, 어서 오세요. 어서 오세요. It means welcome. It's a typical greeting you'll hear when entering cafes, shops, or restaurants in Korea. It's polite and friendly and used all the time. Just like he did at the restaurant, Mr. Cookie picks a table and sits down. He waits and waits, expecting someone to come and take his order, but no one does. Is this discrimination? Not at all. In Korea, it's completely normal to order at the counter. It's just how things work here. Then someone else walks in and heads straight to the counter. That's how you do it. Mr. Cookie gets up and walks over. Then the staff says, 주문 도와드릴까요? 주문 도와드릴까요? Can I take your order? Here, 주문 means order. Mr. Cookie finally figures it out. You have to go to the counter to order. He decides to play it safe and goes with what his colleagues usually get. Mr. Cookie says, 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요. 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요. One iced Americano, please. In Korea, people love Americano, especially iced, but 아이스 아메리카노 is 8 syllables long. Too much, right? That's why we have a shortcut. Stick around to find out what it is. When counting drinks, use native Korean numbers with 잔. 잔 means cup, but in this case, it's actually used as a counting unit for drinks, like cups of coffee. And 주세요 literally means please give. Then the staff says, 드시고 가세요. 드시고 가세요. For here. In Korea, if you're drinking inside, you cannot use your disposable cup. It's the law for environmental reasons. That's why cafes always ask, 드시고 가세요. Mr. Cookie says, 네, 먹고 갈게요. 네, 먹고 갈게요. For here, please. Did you catch the difference in the verbs? Here, 드시고 comes from 드시다, which is the polite form of eat or drink. The staff uses it to show respect to the customer. But when Mr. Cookie talks about himself, he uses 먹고 from the base verb 먹다, which is in the neutral form. And what if you want to take it out? There is a super easy phrase for that. I'll show you in the 꿀팁 part. Then the staff says, 4,000원입니다. 4,000원입니다. That'll be 4,000 won. 4,000 means 4,000 and won is the Korean money like dollar or yen. Mr. Cookie silently hands over his card. In Korea, you usually pay right after you order. The staff doesn't usually ask cash or card. They just say the price and wait for you to hand over your card. While he's paying, the staff asks, 영수증 드릴까요? 영수증 드릴까요? Would you like a receipt? Here, 영수증 means receipt. In Korea, receipts aren't printed automatically. Most people use cards and prefer not to waste paper, so the staff checks first before printing. Mr. Cookie says, 아니요. 아니요 means no thanks. He also wants to save paper for environment. Finally, the staff gives him a special device. This is called a 진동벨, which literally means vibration bell. In English, it's usually called guest pager, table pager, or coaster pager. Just take it to your seat and wait. When your drink is ready, it'll vibrate and light up. Then just walk back to the counter to pick it up. The staff will say, 주문하신 아이스 아메리카노 나왔습니다. 주문하신 아이스 아메리카노 나왔습니다. Here's your iced Americano. Then Mr. Cookie returns the pager and picks up his drink. In Korean cafes, you don't wait at your table for someone to bring it to you. You pick it up yourself. And one more thing. It's polite to say 감사합니다 when you receive your drink. 감사합니다. Thank you. You did it! Now you can walk into any Korean cafe and order like a local. And don't forget, no tips. Ever. Tipping is not expected in Korean cafes or restaurants. Now it's time to practice. Say each line out loud with me. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Just try your best. We'll do 2 steps. First, repeat each line with me. Then we'll act it out together like a real cafe situation. Step 1. Repeat after me. I'll say the line first and then give you a moment to repeat it after me. 주문 도와드릴까요? 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요. 드시고 가세요. 네, 먹고 갈게요. $4,000원입니다. 영수증 드릴까요? 아니요. 주문하신 아이스 아메리카노 나왔습니다. 감사합니다. Good job! You just practiced a full cafe conversation in Korean. Step 2. Now let's act it out like a real situation. We'll do 2 rounds of role play. Round 1. I'll be the staff and you'll be Mr. Cookie. Speak clearly and confidently, just like you're really at a Korean cafe. Ready? Let's go! 주문 도와드릴까요? 드시고 가세요. 4,000원입니다. 영수증 드릴까요? 주문하신 아이스 아메리카노 나왔습니다. Great! Okay, next. Round 2. Now switch roles. You'll be the staff and I'll play Mr. Cookie this time. Let's go! 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요. 네, 먹고 갈게요. 아니요. 감사합니다. 꿀팁! Even when it's snowing, people still go for iced Americano. There's even a slang word for it. 얼죽아, short for 얼어 죽어도 아이스 아메리카노, which means I'd rather freeze than skip my iced Americano. It's so common. We don't even say the full name. Instead of 아이스 아메리카노, we just say ah, like 2 soft ah sounds, kind of like the ah in father. So instead of saying 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요, you can simply say 아 한 잔 주세요. If you prefer it hot, you can say 따뜻한 아메리카노 주세요. 따뜻한 아메리카노 주세요. And lastly, if you want to take it out, just say take out 할게요. take out 할게요. Let's wrap up with a quick review. Here are today's real-life Korean expressions at native speed. 주문 도와드릴까요? 아이스 아메리카노 한 잔 주세요. 드시고 가세요? 네, 먹고 갈게요. 4,000원입니다. 영수증 드릴까요? 아니요. 주문하신 아이스 아메리카노 나왔습니다. 감사합니다. 아 한 잔 주세요. 따뜻한 아메리카노 주세요. 테이크아웃 할게요. 오늘은 여기까지. 고생 많으셨습니다. Subscribe for more real Korean you can use in real life. This was Bite-sized Korean Cookie Korea.